In this video, we'll create a sample lesson using Google Sheets, then share the lesson with students. Here is the sheet I'm starting with as the teacher. I have a title and instructions, and a table in which students have to fill in cells for plant height and temperature for 5 samples. To go over some of the formatting we've seen in previous videos, I'll merge these 3 cells so that the title covers the entire table. And I'll center the title, make it bold and larger, and add a fill. Then I'll make this row deeper and center the title vertically. I'll do similar formatting changes to the instructions. I've also provided the structure of the table itself, the column headers and plant sample numbers. I'll make these headers bold. I'll add a border and grid lines for the entire grid and make the outer border bold. I can also add a title to this table by inserting a row, adding the title, merging cells, and adding another border. Once the students have entered their data, they are instructed to chart their results. Students can do this part themselves, or if they don't know how, I, as the teacher, can set up this chart in advance. I'll select the 2 data columns, choose Insert Chart, and pick one of the graphs such as Combo. I'll move this chart over to the side and resize it. Now the table is ready to receive student data, and the chart fills in automatically. I can have students edit the chart by double-clicking on it to add a chart title and axis titles. Now say that I want students to reproduce this table, but with height in centimeters and temperature in Celsius. Again, I can do this part myself for less experienced students, or your more experienced students can handle this on their own. I'll copy this entire table and paste it down here. I'll change the headers for these 2 columns by double-clicking inside the cell I want to edit. And I'll select all of this data and press the Delete key to remove it. Now I or the students need to change the contents of these cells to reflect their converted values. To get from Fahrenheit to Celsius, the equation is the temperature in Fahrenheit minus 32 all over 1.8. So with my cursor in this cell, I'll start with an equal sign, add an open parentheses, then click in the cell whose value I want to use. I'll continue the equation with minus 32, close parenthesis, slash 1.8, and then press enter. For converting inches to centimeters, I'll type equals, click in this cell, use the asterisk for multiplication, then 2.54, enter. Then I'll select these 2 cells and drag the blue square to copy down. To simplify the formatting, I'll select all of these cells and choose Format, Number, Number. To reproduce this chart for the converted data, I can use a simple cut and paste. I'll double-click this chart to edit it, click on Select Data Range, highlight these new cells, and click OK. The chart should have the same shape, just different units. I can edit the chart to change its axis titles. When I'm ready for my students to complete this project, I first need to give the sheet a name. Then I could just click Share and instruct each student to make a copy and complete the work, and then share their completed file with me. Or, if I have the Doctopus add-on, I can distribute this file to a roster, choosing a roster I have set up in advance. Then the assignment sheet will be placed in the Class View folder where students can grab the file, make copies, and then send me their completed work.